Run, Roach. Get a haircut from you? So long.
Got a lump of bread today.
Hey there.
Must be Honorton, village from the notice. Except it's awful quiet. Necrophages, great. Not a living soul in sight. Something evil's been here. Necrophages appeared after. Somebody's well off. Especially for Velen. A Leshen's head. Chopped off with a sharp knife. Well, well. Somebody beat me to it. Sword wounds. Fire's still burning. This happened recently. Necrophages tore the body apart. Can't say what killed him, though. Died without a fight. Butchered. Gut sliced open. Probably died defending its owner. First cut severed the aorta. Second hit the femoral artery. He died quickly. Didn't put up a fight. Blade pierced her back, between vertebrae. Severed her spinal cord. She couldn't move. Bled to death. Blade pierced internal organs. Cuts. Shallow, but each hit an artery. Bolt snapped in half. Blood. Mixed with something. That smell. Alcohol, earthball, and wolfsbane. A potion. This blood didn't come from a peasant. Imperial mustache, plump cheeks. Important man. Cause of death, stab wound. Blade between the ribs, straight to the heart. Holding something. Silver chain, snapped. Ripped it off someone. Shit.
Stop.
A doll. And a child's footprints. In one window, out the other. Smart. Gotcha.
Don't worry. I'm not going to hurt you. Calm down. Just want to talk to you.
Leave me be! Killer! Murderer!
I got it wrong.
You've cat eyes! Same as him!
Same as...
Same as him! The bad man who killed everyone!
Did he have two swords on his back?
Not telling you nothing! Go away!
This doll yours, maybe?
It is?
He got a name?
Freckleface.
Pretty.
Give him to me. Please.
Doubt Master Freckleface would be much help on the path, so... here. Now, think you could tell me what happened here? I need to know.
All woods. They was haunted. Some spook. Uncle Silvermere said we best fetch a witcher. So one came. Looks like you, but there were evil in his eyes. He bought the spook's headset. Uncle Silvermere weren't happy about something. He yelled and he cursed. And then he went to the barn and
Shh. Think I know the rest.
he let me go. I don't know why. And then he went that way, towards the circle where we leave gifts for the gods. I hid in the barn. Found this lying in the hay.
School of the Cat. Thanks. You've been a big help. What'll you do? Got any family around here?
Me auntie lives in Orton.
I'll take you to her. But first I gotta see to this bad man. Stay put and keep quiet. Understood? Sit tight, kid. If he went off towards the circle, that'd be the place to start. The stone circle. Need to look around. Palm print. In blood. Had his hand on his wound. Slipped and leaned on his hand to catch his balance. Footprints. Barely visible. Must be him. Blood. Still fresh. He's close.
Fellow Witcher. Well, well, small world.
You lost something.
Come all that way to give me my medallion? Thanks. Craft Solidarity's alive and well.
But our craft's reputation is on its last legs. Folk won't easily forget that massacre.
Occupational hazard. Could have happened to any one of us. Well, what are you still doing here?
I want to chat first. Then we'll see.
Take a seat.
I'll stand. Now talk. Honorton, what happened?
Come on. You know what happened. Know what they wanted to pay me for the lesson? Go on, guess.
Not in the mood for guessing games.
I knew you were no fun the minute I saw you. 12. Understand, pal? 12 fucking crowns. Barely covers my potion ingredients.
What had you agreed to?
That several times over. But when it came time to pay up, you know the routine. Oh, good sir, me young'uns are starving. There's a war on. Gods have mercy. Show some pity.
Rings a bell, but that's no reason to kill.
I'm not finished. I told them I wouldn't show pity. And if I didn't see gold, they'd wish they had the lesson back. They got these grim looks. Then the alderman spoke. Calm now, Master Witcher. Me and the lads, we hid some gold in the barn, so's the Baron's men wouldn't take it. Come, you'll get your coin right quick. I fell for it, like a fool. One of them chattered on while another jabbed me in the back with a pitchfork.
So you decided to massacre the whole village?
What would you have done? Gone to the local magistrate to file a complaint? I admit, I lost my temper. Lost it bad. To the cheating, to then begging me for help, then spitting as I pass. But murder me? Just to save a few crowns? I'm supposed to protect Horsens like that? So I drew steel, and didn't sheathe it till the ground was slick with blood.
The girl. Why'd you spare her?
'Cause... it doesn't matter.
Wouldn't have asked if it didn't. Talk.
Reminded me of my sister. How I remember her from... just before they took me away to the School of the Cat.
How is she now?
Died about 10 years ago. Of old age. Well, we've had our little heart-to-heart. Witcher to Witcher. What now?
Ultimately, it's not my job to judge you.
That's it? Not gonna lecture me? Make me promise to mend my ways?
They call me the Butcher of Blaviken, for good reason. I know how it is. Sometimes heads just roll.
Wait. I'm no cheap prick like those hayseeds. I owe you something. Here, directions to my stash. Take what you want.
Thanks.
No, thank you. Good luck on the path, Wolf.
Should get back to the kid, before something else sniffs her out.
You're back! I thought you'd not return. That he'd hurt you too.
I'm fine. And you don't need to worry about him anymore.
So you'll take me to my auntie's? It's awful here.
Sure thing. Let's go.
think I could ride on your shoulders?
So long as you promise not to pull my hair.
I promise.
Then hop on up.
Auntie Lucy!
Millie, what are you doing here, you naughty girl?
'Cause back in the village, there's no...
I'll explain. You run along and play a bit, all right? There was a massacre in Honorton. No survivors. Well, except her.
The gods, what happened? A bandit attack?
No, another Witcher did it. Villagers provoked him.
They speak true of you lot. Heartless and cruel. Murderers all.
Not all. You'll look after her?
Truth be told, you'd do better to take her with you.
What? You call me a murderer and want to entrust a child to me?
Ye shan't lead her around with an empty belly. There's that. Got 4 of me own grandkids. Used to be 6, but we buried 2 last winter. Hard to live off naught but bark soup.
Take this. Use it for food, and only food. If I come back and see you drinking.
So much. The gods reward ye, Master Witcher, 1,000 blessings.
Time I was on my way.
No. But why?
Witcher's lot in life. Always on the road, on the path.
Will you come back and see me sometime?
Hope so. Take care, kid.
Millie! Come, child. We'll buy a bit of flour. Your aunt'll whip up some pancakes. Sound good to ye?
Let's go! Come on, Roach.
We're gonna stand here like pricks on Valentine.
You that eager? Go ahead then.
Blow yourself!
Right, me lovers, to work!
Hero, eh?
That's enough of that.
Foglet, Ghoul, Grave Hag. Wonder why he didn't turn in these trophies. Maybe they tried to cheat him then, too.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Saw the notice. Let's say I'm interested.
That's good. Grand even. Name's Breen Hotch. I posted that slip.
Gonna need details.
Course. Well, through a series of regrettable events, I came to own a spread of forest ripe for logging, near Novigrad. At a distance from any roads, but quite near the port. Easy gold, right? Just hire some lumberjacks and count the coin.
Meant details about the monster, not your business.
Oh, it's all linked, see? I took on some dwarven loggers, but they came to me, claiming the forest haunted. Thought them lazy, nothing more. Then one day, they went in the wood, and only one returned. Said some forest devil had attacked him.
Let's talk about my pay, because the current offer's just not enough.
You're not cheap, but I can see you've tried to be reasonable. We might still agree a price. You're not cheap. You're not cheap. You're not cheap. Very well. Let us say that's a price I'll pay willingly.
I'll take the job. This logger, where'll I find him?
Around. Last I saw him, he was drinking away his pay. Said he had to honor his dead comrades.
cool not to do, that is the...
Welcome, traveller. Drink with me, you cocksucker. Fucking knock back a few so's my mates are race peaceful. Something ploughed them up good, but I don't know what it was. Don't know who or what to curse.
Talked to one Breen Hotch. Told me all about your comrade's death.
Noble liquor. We tried to explain some horror was prowling the forest. He refused to believe it.
He's hired me. Wants me to find the beast that attacked you and your friends.
Is that so? Well, I take back what I said. Good man, Breen, though a halfling.
Tell me about the attack. What do you remember?
We were making our way out of the forest, loaded with wood like pack horses. All of a sudden we heard a bloody howl, like a wolf's. Pack leaders. We legged it, but then the cartwheel got stuck. Magnus Rector hollered I should run to the hut for the crossbows, so I ran. Come back to the woods. Bloody ploughing massacre. Couldn't tell me mates apart.
Thanks. Really helpful, that.
Kill the bugger, will you?
Logger's hut. Need to find the spot where they died. Deep ruts. Logger's wagon must have stopped here. Then they went down this road, probably towards their clearing. There was a fight here. 2 dwarves and something big. Wounded dwarf tried to flee, bleeding heavily. Clawed the rock. Must have been angry and strong. dwarf went this way. Roots pinned this one to the ground, so hard he suffocated. Roots pinned this one to the ground, so hard he suffocated. Deep wound on his back. Bled to death. Everything says Leshen. A young one. Must have arrived here recently. Need to find its totem. Crows serve Leshens. Should find some near the totem. Birds. False trail. Ordinary ravens, looks like. No sign of a totem. Not a Leshen's birds. False trail. Lo and behold, a Leshen's totem. Now, to destroy it. Ought to piss it off, make it leave its lair.
What?
Got anything interesting? Got anything interesting? Farewell.
What?
Got anything interesting? Farewell.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
I killed the Leshen that attacked the lumberjacks.
Oh, that's wonderful. Grand, even. I'll have to find some new loggers, but there's no shortage of folk looking for work. But can I be certain no other Leshen will show?
It's possible, I suppose. I have to find a Witcher if it happens.
Aye, yes. Well, your due reward. I'm not the kind not to pay for a job well done.
Farewell.
Cat eyes. Mark of the devil.
Here to talk about the contract.
Contract? Ah, yes. Put my mark to something of the sort. Seems a creature's attacking lonely passers-by, abandoning their corpses in gutters around Oxenford.
Isn't that something you should look into?
Perhaps, but we've a ploughing war to win. Haven't got the time to clean gutters.
Let's talk about the reward.
Acquit yourself well and you'll not be disappointed. Redanian army's no band of scruffs. We can afford to hire a witcher. I know guildsmen ought to be decently rewarded, but there you've gone too far. I don't have that coin. I see you've taken a more reasonable tack. We're finally getting somewhere, but it's still too much. I see you've taken a more reasonable tack. Very well. That I can pay with a clear conscience.
I'll take the job. Need to hear some details.
You'll learn everything I know.
Any witnesses to these attacks? Anyone see the beast?
Some woman survived an attack. They say she's not been sober since. I'd try the tavern in Oxenfurt if you're willing to try talking to her.
Like to examine the victims' bodies.
A corpse is a corpse.
I see the wounds. Might be able to tell what kind of monster killed them.
Ask our Sawbones. He'll know if the corpses have been burned or not. You'll most likely find him in the hut on the riverbank. Our impromptu morgue.
Won't give me any trouble with the reward, will you?
Nah, I want this out of my hair.
Got Thursday delivery night.
Maybe it's too late to say. The witch is doing the damage.
You the medic? I'd like to see the monster's victims.
Oh, yes. I've not had them burned yet. Must get to that.
You done autopsies yet? Intend to?
Why would I? Beggars and vagrants. Every last one stinking of cheap wine.
Mind if I have a look?
In point of fact, I'd prefer you didn't sniff around.
Gonna make me come back with a written order?
Good grief. Pushy, aren't we? Here, the key to the morgue. Look all you want.
He was drunk. Someone dragged him over the cobblestones. Fang marks on his neck. Vampire sucked his blood. Vampire bites and the strong stench of alcohol, just like the other one.
If you were an open, diagnosing me.
Your kind spreads disease. Defeat isn't a desertion. You'll choke to death with 3 pounds of steam. Have you heard? Auction house is under new management. Besides, things is all sold up.
It's done. It's done.
It's raining, of course it's going to be done.
Blimey, those are some raises. Good food, good drink, and good fun.
Oh, will you buy a round for a victim of the beast?
Tell me about the monster. How you were attacked.
I'd need another bottle to get through it.
I think you'll tell me everything I need to know. Bottle or no bottle.
Yes, I will. I was leaving the inn that night. Might have had a drink or 5. I'm sure I wasn't hallucinating. Something down an alley called my name. It was dark. Couldn't see what it was, but it wasn't no human. Of that I'm certain.
What makes you so sure?
I just know. This thing grabbed the hem of my skirt, but I broke free and ran.
That it? You didn't see much.
Don't believe me either, do you? Fuck you! Fuck you all!
Guests, fish, and bloomers all stink after 3 days.
The bracelet, pretty worn. Silver under the gilding. Too big for a woman's wrist. Attacker lost it most likely. Fondness for jewelry, wounds on the victims' bodies. Everything suggests a catachan, except this vampire likes the blood of drunkards. That's the way to lure it out.
The devil walk a crooked path, his heart are full of ire. We don't serve lushes, shavers, caretakers, or students from Philosopher's Hall.
Do I look like any of the people from that list?
Doesn't hurt to check, just so it's clear how things stand.
So what did they do to you, the students from...
Rather not talk on it, all right. What's your poison?
Want to get drunk off my ass, and it's gotta be on cheap wine.
Trouble with the lass? Or did your enterprise go under?
Neither. Just part of the job.
I'll need you to pay in advance.
More. And keep it coming.
Once was a maid from Vic of Varro. Tight at night she'd be loose tomorrow. Early in the morning.
Where you think you're going, mucker?
Why do you even care?
You're in the military operations zone, and our job's to collect the war tax.
Look more like you're collecting for a round of vodka to me.
I wonder I do. Will you be that cheeky when we accuse you of spying? Now shut your trap and pay.
Not about to give you a copper.
Told you he was a spy. We're gonna arrest you in the name of good King Radovid.
You can always try.
What's going on here?
Reporting the capture of a suspicious individual, sir. A spy.
A witcher'd make as good a spy as you'd make a chaperone. I catch you extorting coin again, you'll go straight to the front. The Eastern Front. And you, Witcher, best give these parts a wide berth.
Thanks. Farewell.
Fuck.
Our third maid was knocked in hand. Gave it up to any man standing. Her lie in the...
What's the meaning of this? Such rudeness and vulgarity. People these days.
All right. Sheesh.
I sense your blood. Come out and fight, bitch. I shall drink your blood. Where's that damned catachan?
Our
to the hut by the river. Killed the monster that was murdering folk. Turns out a Katakan was prowling the city.
You speak true. But what on earth's a Katakan?
A higher vampire. Particularly interesting case, this one.
How the hell could a foul beast be interesting?
This one liked alcohol. Had a hugely inflated ego, too.
What matters is you snuffed it out. Due some praise for that, Witcher.
So long. Leave her alone.
Why's that? Want us to plough you? Is that it? Doable, but you'll have to hide that mug in a sec.
Piss off before I kick your asses.
We'll see who kicks whose ass. Get him, lads! Pound his gob!
That's it, you're in for it! Oh. Fucking come on!
You'll never learn. You all right?
Fine. Truth be told, I'd have managed on my own, but thank you.
You'd have managed it? Managed those men by yourself?
Of course. Knee to the bollocks, elbow to the throat. Job done.
Walk you home?
Hey now. I'm grateful, sure, but I'll not demonstrate that in the alcove.
Walk you home, that's it.
In that case, yes. Come. Master Witcher, do you always help folk for free?
Sometimes for free, usually for pay.
Phew. I was afraid you were abnormal. Here it is. Really, you needn't have troubled yourself.
Might be right, but these days, better safe than sorry. Take care of yourself.
Your kind spreads disease. Defeat isn't a desertion.
You post the notice?
I did indeed. Hands of Sidaris, mercenary captain. Know of a monster that needs slaying. You interested?
What kind of monster are we talking about?
If only I knew. It was like this. Got Radovid to hire me and my company, but he's been late with the pay the last weeks. And I'll be damned if we're to risk our lives for free, like hell.
Couldn't agree more. But you were gonna tell me about the monster.
Yes. We arrived here, encamped. Then it turned out some beast prowls the area. Snatchers cows and the like. Reckoned we should help the local boys, so we grabbed our weapons and set out. Me and Kurt one way, Gerd and Henk the other. Gerd and Henk never returned. Whatever it was, it got him. Jobs for a professional, clearly. So Kurt and me, we chipped in for a small reward, hoping someone's willing to help the locals, avenge our comrades in the process.
Awfully noble of you.
Yeah. Mercenaries, we've our honor too. Well, Master Witcher, what will it be? Will you take the job?
Let's talk about the reward. About how it's just not enough right now.
A bit too much, mate. But just a bit. We might still strike a deal. A bit too much, mate. I'd have gone to hunt the beast myself if I'd known you wanted this much. Hard luck, so be it.
All right. Where do I start looking?
South of here. It's where we split up. It's where we last saw Gerd and Henk alive.
It's howling. Human. Claw marks, bite marks, armor ripped to shreds. No sign of another corpse. Monster. Gripped the second body in its claws. Didn't quite get everything to its nest. Piece by piece, follow the thread. Tracks end here. Damn birds must have picked the ground clean, but they've already found the rest of the corpse, probably. All I gotta do is follow the cawing.
Giddy up. Take it easy.
Well, they took on this contract before I did. Got the reward up front. More than they're paying me.
He's trying to cheat us too. Purse I got was full of counterfeit crowns. Look at here. Bronze with just a lick of gold on it.
Means the Redanian coffers are near empty.
Might be time to cross the Pontar. See if there's any work for us there.
Well, any progress?
Monster's dead. I slew it. It was a griffin. An archgriffin, in fact.
In that case, I'm grateful. Arch grateful. Your reward.
Hold up a minute. Recognize this? You accepted a contract. Reward paid up front, and higher than what you paid me.
What am I meant to do? Business is what it is, and intermediaries deserve their due.
What you're due is a punch in the face. Gold. Now. Some advice before you go. Don't ever try to cheat a Witcher again. Ever.
It's worse than it gets. Radovid was late with our pay a whole week.
He's trying to cheat us too. Purse I got was full of counterfeit crowns. Bronze with just a lick of gold on it.
Means the Redanian coffers are near empty.
Might be time to cross the Pontar. See if there's any work for us there. Radovid was late with our pay a whole week.
He's trying to cheat us too.
get it.
Witcher.
This is untrue. It's true.
Help protect Ciri from the Wild Hunt, and the Emperor will grant you amnesty.
I hope we can trust you.
You can.
What of Fringilla?
That I don't know, but I shall take it up with him.
Barely said hello and you're already plotting something. Hey, you're right. You convinced the Emperor to pardon them?
Provided they help us defend Ciri.
Got a hard time believing Emperor'd go in for a deal like that.
If you can't believe it, don't. I don't need you to.
Bit about Fringilla. What was that? Triss told me you couldn't contact her.
Perhaps because she sits in the Emperor's dungeon, chained in Dimeritium. At least that's what Rita implied.
How's Rita know? Barely got out of prison herself.
She spoke to Fringilla before they imprisoned her. Fringilla said that the Emperor had summoned her, and she'd explained why after the meeting. No one's heard from her since.
Thought this kind of drama only happened around Radovid.
I don't like it. That was not our deal. When it's all over, I'll need to have a candid discussion with the Emperor. Come. They're all waiting for us.
How are you feeling?
Better. I thank you. If you'd not arrived in time, things might have ended considerably worse. I am your debtor.
Thank Yennefer. It was her idea, her plan. Thought Margarita Loantile would be among the last to get nabbed by witch hunters.
Were it dependent solely on me, of course I would. But you forget I had my students to consider. I knew the hunters would eventually reach Aretusa. It was but a matter of time. So when I heard Triss was organizing escapes to Kavir, I saw no reason to hesitate. I gathered my novices and we rode here to Novigrad. Sadly, we were caught and thrown in Dayrah before I could contact Triss.
Didn't see any other sorceresses in there with you?
Because they'd already been executed. Burned. Alive. One after the other. The most talented girls in the north. Radovid was saving me for last.
If you're here, what's become of Aretusa?
The day I arrived in Novigrad, I received a message from Birute Kati. A short, curt note. School overrun by Redanians. The libraries burned. Handful of pupils fled with Nina Vivero. The rest are dead. It is over. Later I learned priests of the Eternal Fire stood amidst the Academy's ruins, promising the rabble that such a punishment awaited all mages and traitors.
Farewell, Rita.
Geralt?
Listen, this mark, can you do anything about it?
I can scratch it if it itches, but I fear that's all.
I'm not joking, Yen.
Neither am I. These symbols, it's ancient, powerful magic. I've no notion how to remove them.
Damn it.
You're still one of the prettiest witches around in my book. Second only to Lambert.
You and Triss have a good time?
Splendid. We finally got the chance to talk.
What about?
Everything but you. Geralt of Rivia is no longer a subject of any interest to either of us.
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
You look familiar. I ever wallop you?
Oh, you'd make a fine sailor. You're puking city.
Well, what is it?
No need to thank me, Philippa. Always glad to save your ass. You're welcome.
You stood to gain. That is why you saved me.
Way back when, did you really send assassins after Dijkstra?
You believe I... Do not remember we were once lovers?
Maybe it's just me, but I think you'd consider that in itself to be reason enough. Actually, I've long wondered why you parted. Quarreled even.
You see, Geralt, there are those who keep politics separate from their private lives, and those who do not.
Which one was Dijkstra?
The more boring of the two.
Farewell.
Boring as fucking shite.
Looky, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yes, Geralt?
Listen, think you could help me with this mark? It's driving me crazy.
Oh, Geralt. What have you gotten yourself into now?
Long story. Can you get rid of this thing?
Afraid not. And I doubt anyone else will be able to either. I'm so sorry.
Folk give me strange looks anyway. Guess I ought to be used to it. Feel all right?
So. Why do you ask?
Been wondering. How's your hand? Your fingers?
They'll heal. Listen, it was my idea. I knew exactly what I was getting into. Don't need to worry about me.
Maybe we should talk about something else.
Gladly. I was about to ask the same.
Back there at the Kingfisher.
Oh, you really want to talk about it? Maybe I should get Yennefer. Wouldn't want her to miss any of this.
No, you're right. Bad idea. Got a minute?
Of course.
I should go.
All right. We'll talk later.
All are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
Anchors away.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
There is an upside to all this. Is that so?
The Emperor will have to help us fight the Hunt. And we've just found Fringilla Vigo.
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Fringilla Vigo. We need her here.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the Mountain Elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes. Truly? Can all of you be unfamiliar with the story of Gelban and Dillion of the White Fleet?
Tell us, please. Absolutely love elven legends.
Gelban was a sage of the Elder Elves. He fell in love with an Enshe elf, Dillion. Yet she spurned him.
That was a jest on Geralt's part.
Too late. It won't hurt any of you to know this. On the day the White Fleet was to set sail, Gelban gave Dillion a gift. The Sunstone. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone. Though worlds away, he would return for her.
Sounds promising. Let's just hope this Sunstone proves more useful to us than it did to that elf woman.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally. With a touch of help from the sorceresses.
Of whom some are below deck vomiting, while others remain unreachable.
The Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the Isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port. Krach's longships are moored there. Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages, of course.
If the matter of Fringilla Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but...
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject. One officially sentenced to death for treason.
You'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her, once we've found a way to toss you over to the Imperial flagship.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
A plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Don't panic. He'll find a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
I'm off.
Good luck.
was a boy. My parents burned the skeletons.
Huh? What for? Why? There's nothing here but crabs, harpies, and plowing seaweed. Hold! It's the Witcher! Emperor's orders! Stand down!
Witcher, what a pleasant surprise.
Warm welcome. Thank you, Your Majesty.
You should have come with my daughter. Your welcome would have been different. Where is she?
Close.
Close, White Wolf, is what you are to decapitation. You're insolent because you believe I cannot afford to hurt you. And you're right. Yet that will change one day, when you are no longer indispensable, but disposable. But enough of that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What do you want?
Fringilla Vigo. Been told you promised Yennefer you'd free her. I can see. I know you're a busy man. So here's a letter. Ought to refresh your memory about the Lodge.
Even Yennefer's humblest requests seem like threats. I've always liked that about her. Very well, so be it.
Truly prepared to forgive them? Amnesty in exchange for help?
I'm prepared to abide by the agreement I made with Yennefer.
Didn't answer my question.
Nor must I.
Time I was on my way.
At last, a point we agree on. Guards, bring me Fringilla Vigo. You may remove her Dimeritian shackles. No introductions are necessary from what I've heard. Farewell.
Fringilla. Been a while. The other sorceresses, they're on Ginvale near Ardskellig. We could take a boat.
I'm sick to death of boats.
And I despise teleports. But have it your way. Let's go.
Come now, we need none of that. Fringilla, we must speak.
Oh, my. Yes, Geralt?
You look good.
For a captive of Emir, is that what you mean?
Seems like he's shown you surprising leniency. No interrogations, no torture. Or did you just tell him everything he wanted to know?
If I'd told him everything, he'd hardly still need me alive, wouldn't you say? Anyway, we shan't speak of it. I and what concerns me have not been a concern of yours for some time now.
So long.
Vagrant.
Wolf, did you see? The black dogs in their rickety tubs. They bay at our gates, seek to strike fear in our hearts.
Saw them all. Where's Ermion?
Went to see Lugas. An uncrate on the throne remains a thorn in his ass. Now he's seen the Black Ones, it pricks him even harder. The druid's gone to reason with the dim-witted knob.
Think I'll join Ermion. Need to talk to him.
Go. And when you see that bloody twit Lugas, be sure and tell him... best not. The druid knows what to say. Farewell. In need.
Respect, Witcher.
Friends we show heart, foes we show our axe. Remember that.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Last night was... oof.
And what else would crack have? He not content having made his fleet, take control of my oil, and seen it spawn on the throne.
Under present circumstances...
This is a terrible... I'll not kneel before an Ancrite, never. That clear to you?
You prefer to aid the Black Ones?
I'd sooner aid the rights of bleeding Moorhog than let Crack rule all Skellige.
And your men, what do they say? Will they follow you when the Jarls call you a traitor?
This here's my land, Druid. Watch your words.
What would you call it if not treason?
That's your bark before you bite. Did Crack send you here for my head? Well then go ahead. Try to take it. Get him! Back off!
Smell a card?
Come, we should not stay here.
Die with pleasure. Back off! I'll kill him!
Bad idea.
That's enough.
Wait. This one's really funny. What's the difference between
Well, Geralt, I see no row can occur in Skellige without your participation.
Mean and inaccurate, Ermion. Seems to me I've missed quite a few.
The blood of Crach's blood sits upon the throne, and that is your doing. I'm afraid you've ignited a small civil war.
For ages, men had shed each other's blood in the quest for Skellige's crown. Politics as usual, just a difference of degree. Yet the bloody feast at Caer Trolda was different. It was dishonorable, treacherous, needed investigation. More Witcher's work. Work that culminated with the crowning of the Isle's new queen.
So, Clan Drummond will attack sooner than we expected, it seems.
Thought Crach sent you to negotiate an agreement with Lugos.
Ha! An agreement? Only Crach believes such a thing possible at this stage.
Mean I didn't actually ruin things for you?
Not this time. Lugos' death stands to change a great deal. His cousin, who will now be named Jarl, is a weak commander. Stupid. This war will start soon, end even sooner. But why have you returned to Skellige?
How's Sarah's handling things?
As the makings of an excellent queen, if she would only flee her father's shadow. Everyone, Lugos excepted, declared their support for her. Yet the minute the Imperial fleet appeared on the horizon, the Jarl took matters into his own hands.
And Hjalmar?
And the lads led 3 raids against the Imperial fleet, all against Crach's will, all failed. Yet he'll find volunteers for another.
Yeah, sounds like Hjalmar. Listen, Ermion, know anything about the Sunstone? Legends place it somewhere in Skellige.
The Mask of Urberus first, now the Sunstone. Monsters may rest easy. You've become a treasure hunter. I've never found the Enshe elves interesting. But there's a skald, Avid. He could help you. Once told me of some inaccessible caverns or ruins or some such.
Where will I find him?
Today? In Arenbjorn, doubtless. You might also ask the Pearl Divers, Erling and Matthias Fishlung. Of late, they hunt near the tip of the bay, eastern end.
Fishlung? Interesting.
So they call him. Submerges for hours at a time. None know how he does it, but I've my suspicions.
Not too fond of him.
It's nothing personal. I couldn't stand his father or grandfather either.
Thanks for your help.
One thing, Geralt. These caves are ruins. Matthias and Erling's ancestors would have looted them bare centuries ago were they not protected by some magic barrier. Take a sorceress with you. You must have brought at least one along.
Whole gaggle this time.
Gods protect us. One.
Winds howling.
So, there's truth to that blood in the ice chamber.
Congratulations on a job well done.
You saved us from the toilet.
The king of the Wild Hunt sailed aboard the Naglfar, a giant longship that traveled between worlds. As Gels had advised, the Witcher set out to find the Sunstone, an artifact needed to draw Eredin into a trap.
Banquets and wine are rather suited for pleasant mirth. Night, luff, and wine counsel no half-hearted measures.
Rossi, you're all right. You wear my ring when you hold me tight. Rossi, that's my thing.
Banquets and wine are rather suited for pleasant mirth. Night, luff, and wine counsel no half-hearted measures. Work doth one know, sloth doth one gratify. Banquets and wine are rather suited for pleasant mirth. Can't afford them.
I took the larder. Welcome.
Show me what... So long.
What are you doing?
Hark!
Greetings.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Taste of the whip. Perhaps you'll stay longer.
No one gives a hoot about us good folk. A returning customer is a...
Let me... So long.
Fond of shortcuts? Be careful you do not trample any herbs.
Another murder by the horrid beast. Milton the Peyrak Peyranful. to his own cowardice. The beast of Beauclair has sprung again.
Quite the fragrance.
Why, you've really beefed it.